a restaurant owner devastated by going bankrupt, angrily destroyed his own business and broke down in tears.
现在这实体经济真的太难干了啊。
Running a physical business in this economy is really tough these days. Look at this. This is the new Langya in Lingyi. It looks great, but oh my gosh, there isn't a single tourist. If I hadn't come, there wouldn't be anyone here. And it's still mealtime, late, like 8 or 9 o'clock, and they're still selling crispy pork, but no one's buying. It's just so hard to do business right now, this real economy.
兄弟们，这是华南城。
Brothers, this is South China City. All the shops have closed down, and now many of them are rented out to sell electric bikes, using them as warehouses. It's a bit past 8 in the morning, and we're here to register for marriage. In Nanning's Jiangnan district, getting married as a couple feels so gloomy like this. A popular vlogger recently visited the marriage registration office on the 4th floor of Plaza 2 in China South City in Shenzhen. He found entire floors of the complex abandoned, with many shuttered shops now converted into electric bike parking garages. The atmosphere, he said, felt deserted and lifeless. China South City Holdings Limited, a major developer of commercial and logistics parks, is drowning in debt of more than 60 billion Hong Kong dollars, equivalent to about 7 billion US dollars. In August, the Hong Kong High Court ordered the company's liquidation. Its market value has collapsed to just 1.2 billion Hong Kong dollars, down from a peak above 30 billion Hong Kong dollars. The company operates large wholesale trade centers and logistics hubs across the country, combining B2B markets with supporting retail space. In recent years, however, performance has deteriorated sharply. The rapid growth of e-commerce and the lingering effects of the pandemic have driven down both the tenant occupancy and customer traffic. While the original Shenzhen project has held up relatively well, most other locations are suffering from low visitor numbers and widespread tenant departures. Online users have shared memories of South China City and Nanning from its heyday. One recalled how crowded and lively the complex was in 2015 during weekend visits. Another noted that when they returned last year to handle paperwork, only 2 customers were present. Many now describe the center as feeling more like a warehouse than a shopping destination. Despite once being marketed as Nanning's most comprehensive commercial hub, its remote location and reliance on small independent tenants rather than major brands have left it with little genuine retail activity. Shopping malls and large commercial complexes across China continue to face severe difficulties. Third-quarter reports from listed retail companies reveal that 20 major traditional retailers suffered steep profit declines this year. Prominent names such as Wang Fu Jing and Xindan Mall have closed numerous branches. Vast sections of many centers now stand nearly empty, a sharp contrast to the packed crowds that greeted their grand openings years ago. A November 21st report from the consumer goods platform Xinjing Xiao analyzed the first 3 quarters' financial results of 24 retail companies. It found that 20 traditional retailers together earned just 778 million yuan in profits, down 88.9% from 7 billion yuan in the same period of 2024. 10 of the firms saw profits fall more than 50%, while companies including Yuyuan Tourist Mart, Zongyang Mall, and Guangzhou Grand Buy Company recorded declines exceeding 100%. The struggling retailers span multiple sectors. They include traditional department stores such as Wang Fu Jing, Yuyuan Tourist Mart, and Dalian Friendship Group, along with supermarket chains like Yonghui and Suning.com, and snack retailer B-Store. Wang Fu Jing reported a 9.3% revenue decline in the first 3 quarters of the year, while its net profit plunged 71%. The company has continued closing underperforming locations, including 3 Beijing GR shopping mall branches that shut their doors on April 1, 2025. Vacancy rates in Chinese shopping centers are climbing steadily. According to a recent analysis from Kanying 88 based on the 2025 China Real Estate Market Outlook, the average vacancy rate in major cities now stands at 14.2%. In some third-tier cities, individual projects have reached vacancy levels above 22%, well beyond the 6% threshold considered a warning signal. On November 23rd, a vlogger posted a video saying that once bustling malls are now empty, The world is rapidly reshaping. If you don't adapt, society will ruthlessly leave you behind. This year has been tough, and next year will be even harder. Beijing Hualian, a national supermarket chain, has triggered a wave of store closures across the country. On November 22nd, the Beijing Hualian supermarket in Baotou suddenly shut down overnight. On November 22nd, a vlogger discovered at the Zhouhuan Mall in Tianjin, fewer than 10 stores were still open, with the rest completely shut down. On November 15th, a vlogger posted a video saying that the underground shopping mall in Xintiandi in Fuyang, Hanzhou, has shut down again. The well-known shopping mall Parks and Store Longgang in Guiyang announced it will officially close on November 30th. Look, I told you not to mess with the shopping malls, but you didn't listen. Now look at this mall, it's closed down. This is one of Guiyang's old malls, by Sheng Longgang, and it's officially closing on November 30th. A vlogger stated that the wave of mall closures in China has already begun. Commercial complexes definitely can't keep going on anymore. A large number of malls are closing down, and it's expected that by next year, after February 15th, even more mall closures will officially hit. A vlogger recently highlighted the closure notice from Beijing's Parks and Department Store, set to shut down its doors permanently on December 31st, 2025. After 31 years as a prominent retail fixture, the location could no longer remain viable and opted to end its lease ahead of schedule. Even with that decision, the store faces a penalty payment of 11.7 million yuan, yet closure remains unavoidable. Over in Shanghai, the once thriving Aegean Shopping Center, along with Wuzhong Road, now reports outdoor vacancy rates exceeding 90%. Visitors see for rent signs on nearly every storefront, with lights dark after hours. Across the country, countless other malls persist without full shutdowns, but they feel hollow, where staff often outnumber the few patrons. A vlogger delved into the underlying causes driving these escalating vacancy rates in malls.
你有没有发现逛商场的人越来越少了？以前周末都找不到。
Have you noticed that malls are getting emptier and emptier? Back in the day, on weekends, you couldn't even find a parking spot at the big shopping centers. Now when you walk in, there are more staff standing around than actual customers. This isn't just happening in one or two places, it's a full-blown wave of mall closures sweeping across the whole country. Just last week, the Hengang Rainbow in Shenzhen, New World Department Store in Lanzhou, and Carrefour all announced they're closing their doors. Even the malls that are still barely hanging on are seeing foot traffic collapse. Take the Aegean Shopping Center in Shanghai's Minhan district, the vacancy rate for stores is now nearly 90%. And in the Qibao Road commercial area, which used to be prime real estate, monthly shop rents have crashed from as high as 7,000 yuan down to just 500 yuan. A vlogger offered an explanation for the widespread mall closures. Some point to shifting habits among younger consumers. Surveys show that 63% of those born after 2000 rarely visit department stores, while many others simply eat there without shopping or browsing without buying. Others blame the rise of e-commerce for draining customers from physical stores. The vlogger argued, however, that the core problem lies in the traditional mall model itself. In centers with lavish interiors but sparse crowds, prices must be heavily marked up to cover costs, and today's young shoppers refuse to pay those premiums. At a deeper level, the vlogger continued, these closures reveal flaws in urban planning. Commercial districts should evolve organically, starting with small shops that cluster and gradually upgrade as demand grows, with large malls reserved for genuine high-traffic zones. Instead, many Chinese cities bypass that natural progression. They hastily built malls larger than 100,000 square meters in areas lacking sufficient demand, and in newer districts, deliberately suppress street-level retail by widening roads and limiting ground-floor storefronts, preventing organic commercial ecosystems from forming. As a result, the vlogger concluded, two major problems have emerged. Malls now compete fiercely for the same limited pool of customers, and high rents combined with standardized leasing practices have squeezed out small operators, leading to widespread homogenization of retail offerings. Despite clear signs of oversupply, New shopping malls keep opening across China. The country now has more than 6,700 retail projects larger than 30,000 square meters, with over 120 new malls launching in the first half of this year alone. By contrast, the US, with roughly 1/4 of China's population, has just 1,107 shopping centers. In Shanghai, one large mall serves every 80,000 residents, compared with one per 200,000 people in Tokyo. Shanghai's per capita commercial space is 3 times higher than Tokyo's and ranks second globally, behind only Dubai. A vlogger pointed out a deeper reason for the continued construction. Local governments rely heavily on sales tax revenue generated by malls. With no nationwide property tax on homes yet in place, new residential districts are often required to include large commercial projects. Developers, anxious to win land bids and recover capital quickly, readily built these centers even when genuine demand is lacking. In essence, the current mall glut is simply the commercial extension of China's earlier real estate boom. The vlogger described the bitter irony. China has built more malls than any other country, yet it often delivers the poorest shopping experiences. The grandest complexes have been planned, but much of the lively street-level urban energy has been lost. When a mall becomes little more than an empty shell, the appearance of abundance masks a deeper scarcity. On November 1st, the Duohu Jiao store in Weifang, Shandong province closed without warning.
出大事了！梦里商场突然倒闭，现场一片混乱。我带大家去看看。
Something big has happened. The Joy Breeze Mall suddenly shut down, and it's chaos on the scene. Let me show you. No one's even taking care of the trash on the ground. See that? The entrance to the upstairs is blocked off now. You can't go up. The cleaning was supposed to last until September the 20th, but no one's doing it anymore. You have to walk forward in the dark. It's all pitch black here, and these things haven't been collected. Now there's a horrible smell coming from them.
The vlogger said that the mall claimed it couldn't pay the electricity bill, so it closed down. In late October, the large Apple Huilin Wan commercial complex in northern Suzhou shut down. Red Star Macline in Chengdu closed last year. A vlogger used the abandoned site to warn physical store owners about the growing risks of operating inside large malls. He recorded his visit, saying the vast complex stood completely empty. Many tenants had invested hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of yuan on renovations, only to lose everything when the mall closed. Most have been unable to recover the deposits, and their customer flow has disappeared overnight. The vlogger stressed that every business owner must now ask hard questions before signing a lease. How high is the repurchase rate for the products? Are fixed costs manageable? What happens if the mall suddenly closes because of policy shifts or financial failures? Could the business survive relocation or total loss? Choosing the right venture, he said, comes down to those critical factors. He urged future entrepreneurs, regardless of industry, to weigh these risks carefully in order to protect their investment and ensure long-term stability. The wave of closures continues. Most recently, Haoyou Dual Supermarket in Wuhan shut its doors as the commercial shakeout persists.
倒闭了，倒闭了，最终还是没有坚持下去，倒闭了哈。
It's closed, shut down for good, just couldn't stay afloat. The Trustmore at the corner of Hanxi 3rd Road and Nanniwan Avenue is officially gone. If you're planning to shop there, don't even bother coming anymore. Everyone around here knows this store has been open for years and years, but it just couldn't make it. Business has been awful these past few years. They've been bleeding money since the start of the year, and the owner finally had enough, had to close up shop with tears in his eyes. Sigh, we've been in this trade for over 10 years, but man, it's brutal right now. The Saga IT Mall in Xi'an has closed down and even held a closing ceremony.
我代表西安赛格集团董事会宣布。
On behalf of the board of directors, I announce that the Saga IT Mall has officially closed.
A netizen said, if it's closing down, why hold a ceremony?
对，你们自己挑哪一套舒服你就带哪一套走，反正现在都是
Pick whichever set you like. Take the one that's most comfortable for you. Anyway, everything's being sold at a loss now. I don't even care about the original price anymore. You tell me, what can I even sell today?
On November 25th, the Jimao Plaza Gold Cabinet store in Yueqing, Wenzhou, closed abruptly. leaving more than 20 customers unable to collect nearly 2 million yuan worth of prepaid orders. After taking payments, the store failed to deliver the goods and cited a cash flow crisis. The head office and local branch continue to blame each other, while the refund process remains stalled. In recent weeks, numerous vloggers have noted that the shutdown extends far beyond retail stores. Both urban centers and suburban districts across the country are growing noticeably quieter.
住着上千万人的天津，街上没人，商场没人，写字楼没人，餐馆没人，工业园没人。
Tianjin, with a population of over 10 million, has empty streets, empty malls, empty office buildings, empty restaurants, and empty industrial parks. Even many old neighborhoods and remote villages are deserted. Back when China had 1.3 billion people, you couldn't even walk down Binjiang Road without squeezing through the crowd, and you had to fight for a seat on the subway. Now with 1.4 billion people, it's the opposite. Everywhere feels so quiet. Does anyone from Tianjin know where all these people have gone?
包场了，朋友们，看看啊，整个候车室。
Book the whole place. Look, friends, it's just me in the entire waiting room. What do you think? Can you believe it? This is the mall on a weekend. So empty. It's really a huge difference from before. No need to wait in line at the milk tea shop, and the movie theatre is empty. No one's watching movies. Where did all the people go? Is it like this at the malls near you too?
我今天还没开张呢。没事，我也还没开张呢。
I haven't opened for business today yet. Once I do, I'll give you something. Right now, we don't have any business, so I haven't opened yet. See you. A video shows that even beggars can't collect money because a store owner has no business.
姐妹们，这个年代啊，经济形势。
Our generation, the economic situation is really tough. Don't you feel that way? Money is much harder to make now than before, right? And no matter what you try to do now, it always feels like such a struggle.
就说这生意现在有多难干吧？原来这国内的。
Just look at how hard it is to do business now. The train station, which used to be the busiest, now all the stores are closed. No one is around. Only this one 7-Eleven is still open.
现在生意真的没法做了。
Business is really impossible now. Offline stores are all struggling, and the owners say they're not making any money. Even people in online e-commerce are saying they're not making any money.
兄弟们，现在实体生意真难做啊！这一条街上的好几个门面都空出来了，没人住了。
Brothers, running a brick-and-mortar business right now, it's brutal. Look at this street. Half the storefronts are sitting empty. No one's renting them. People have been trying to offload these leases for months, and still nobody wants them. This is the busiest part of downtown, the prime spot in the whole city, and even here, shops can't find tenants. Back in the day, just transferring a city center storefront would cost you hundreds of thousands in key money. Now, zero transfer fee, doors still locked, nobody biting. So many businesses are folding, storefronts are getting abandoned left and right. It used to be that one little shop could feed 3 generations. Now one shop is bankrupting 3 generations. Places that cost tens of millions are set up. They're slashing prices 70-80% and still can't find buyers. Because foot traffic's dead, spending's dried up, and physical retail is just too damn hard. Honestly, right now everything's tough. Physical stores, delivery, all of it. Even the delivery guys are in a slow season with almost no orders. Sigh, this year has been rough. I don't know about you guys, but me, I barely made anything today. China expert Yue Shan has noted that difficulties are arising across all sectors, and these challenges are now surfacing together. He explained that this development is neither accidental nor an economic matter. It arises from a profound affliction stemming from decades of the Chinese Communist Party's inflexible political and economic structure, a problem that cannot be remedied. Government attempts to patch up the market offer only brief respite. In his opinion, the sole path to economic renewal lies in the Communist Party yielding power, which would enable the Chinese people to revive their traditional values and customs, create an open political framework, and develop a genuine free market.